yeah, kicking off the Spaceblock 40 stack challenge, episode 36, and it's kind of time for another rocket again. Rockets are just going fast now. Yeah, like that one's done. Like in between, I did in fact patch up these extra RCUs, so I've got fewer reds rolling down the belt, especially as all of these guys are pulling reds off the belt as well. But it does mean we're getting rockets pretty quickly, which is good because we need a lot of rockets. We still got to get like all of this stuff that still needs to be. I mean, I'm nearly there, to be honest. This guy's doing the things that it needs to. Like I've got 15 stacks in one, 12 stacks in the other. Okay, so I'm a little over halfway there, I guess. Sure. And then also fish rockets, so that's going to do a thing. Like this guy is not successfully picking up a lot of RCUs. Maybe I need to do that differently. Like it gets kind of some. Is that enough? I guess I'm okay with that, given that the majority of this, like I still need the majority of the RCUs to go into the silo. Like Spidertron is. Where's Spidertron? Why am I so bad at this? I've made 11 Spidertrons. That's going pretty well. Rocket fuel is also getting blasted because solid fuel. Interesting. Do I just want to keep? I can either boost the amount of solid fuel on this by upgrading this to red belt, but doing that will debuffer all of this, and it already looks like I'm debuffering this. Yeah, I think we're just going to leave that and hope that it's fine. I mean, occasionally something gets buffered, but it just rolls back out again. These guys are done, aren't they? Yeah, they're done. So in fact, those things don't still need to be there. But yeah, that was the other thing that changed. There aren't a whole lot of, as I say, there aren't a lot of prod mods rolling down this thing. We just straight up see some prod mods rolling down there. But I put a request for prod mods here so that all the purple science can still get prod mods if they need to from these things, which are now pretty empty. That's kind of nice. I do have a lot of prod mods though. Do I actually have? I think I'm going to need more efficiency modules with this one, aren't I? I think the module upgrades are also one of the things that's going to surprise me about exactly how much of each of the things I need. Yeah, because this is still, those guys are kind of ticking along, these guys are kind of ticking along, kind of whatever. Yeah, this is all pretty fine, isn't it? This is power grid is good, sure. Yeah, because I was going to say we got almost everything done. There's actually two other things, well, a couple of things that haven't been automated yet, of which we can do some of those now. Why are you not doing anything? You need poles as well. Okay, in that case, we can do. I don't even remember if I've got coils in the network anywhere. Okay, somewhere I have 9.8 coils in the network, which is fine. But the plan now is going to be we'll fill these two boxes with coils. We'll get around to doing that at some point later. Actually, let's fill these two boxes with coils a bit faster. Then, actually, is this going to work? This plan is probably not. Maybe it works. It depends what these stacks do. The question was going to be, can I just box all of the coils and then convert this guy to poles, and then run it like that? These guys are still. You need red circuits, which is also, and you need green chips. Yeah, things that I don't actually have a lot of in the network anymore. It's like 50, sure. Yeah, don't have a lot of red circuits in the network. There's these guys, but these guys are getting hit pretty hard. The green circuits in the network used to be these things, and they're kind of not anymore, and this buffer is also getting emptied, so those aren't many left actually. Okay, so yeah, so in the... Actually, there was another thing to do first, wasn't there? There was like... These guys are... Shotguns are done, aren't they? Shotguns are done, and these things are also done. So, the other two military things are the Power Armor and the Power Armor Mark II, and I don't even have a Power Armor Mark II yet. So give me everything else out of what's already here, and then you guys, you know, take whatever you want. Here, I guess... It's going to be slightly in the way, isn't it? Yeah. Actually, I've got all these things. All of those will build just fine. I'm pretty sure I put in a second box of... Where are they? Oh, but these guys are getting blasted by the exoskeletons, I guess. There's a number of things that could be using those, I'm sure. Okay, so those train things are done, which is nice. But if I can get, like, if I can get one of these guys out, which isn't going to be too hard to do. I've got a combat shotgun. I guess this is still not... Don't actually want a combat shotgun. Yeah. Like, I need stacks of both of these. The other armor's modular armor, I'm pretty sure I did somewhere else. Yeah, modular armor's over there. These two are stacks of things I need. And then there's like a silo, and not over there. Yeah, the silo is the other big thing that I'm thinking about. Don't know if I've done pump jacks yet. But everything else I've kind of got a plan for, except maybe, space science is already going for these, but I think space science for those guys is going to be the next thing to work on. It might even be the thing to work on now. I was just kind of hoping to get one of these guys out quickly, because that would mean I could go and put some more legs and stuff in it. But I guess we're not doing that just yet. Do you have... Okay, so now I can get the first one out, which is nice. Artillery's actually done, which is fantastic, because it means I can just unset that and get rid of all of these as well. And I don't know that there's anything else I actually want to... remotes? Spidertron remotes I could do. Artillery remotes I could do. Yeah, let's get all of this stuff out. I was kind of hoping they didn't stack. I'm not too sure what they stack to, which is going to be kind of a pain, because that means I actually have to automate those properly as well. Whatever. Okay. Power armor can go in there. Yeah, they only stack to one. They're going to be fine. Give me this. Open this up again, and I guess put all these things back, right? And more importantly, actually have a decent amount of space for more legs now, which is kind of the only thing I need. Like, I'm not going to use personal robots because they're just not as good in this situation. These guys don't need to exist. What I really want... I've done cars, haven't I? I have done cars. The thing I haven't done, which is I think might actually be the last thing I wanted from this assembler, is tanks. Where do tanks go? Tanks are in the vehicles section. And they need to request red chips, which is maybe not a thing I have a lot of sitting around at the moment. But this is going to be probably the last stack that this thing needs to work on, which is pretty good. Okay. Yeah, let's wander back over to where else. Yeah, here are personal... So many of these things. This is actually one of the boxes that takes so much resources that will limit it to the 40 stacks. And actually this one as well, which is getting close. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about personal rubber ports, they're just not going to be a thing. I've blasted accumulators because they also depend on batteries, which are also still struggling. Sure, whatever. 2 of those is more than I need. It's going to be fine. Put the rest of these back in here. Don't really care about belt immunity equipment. The other thing I wanted was more legs, which are down here. Yeah. Now we can go fast. So that's going to be things that feel good. Steel and cogs. You need steel. Yeah, these stacks have stopped because I do not have green chips in the network anymore, because I was kind of powering it all from that buffer that kind of died. So we're going to have to do something about that. I also wanted to just get rid of these things from my inventory because I kind of don't care about them. A lot of concrete in here as well, and then like cars and carrots and stuff like that, whatever. Yeah. Am I low on LDS now? After all of that whining about, oh no, I've got too much LDS, I've actually now got too many prod mods and have like seriously blasted. Sure, I'm actually kind of, I'm happy with having blasted all that stuff. It's fine. Now we're nice and fast. Yes, that's the thing I was doing. I wanted to do a couple of things about this belt here. Where does this get extra stuff? Oh, it gets extra stuff here. Cool. So if I did something like yeah. So we also need to, yeah, we'll prioritize that. So these guys will still continue to get all the chips that we need, but any other chips that these guys make just end up in this box, which is cool because the network needs them. And then also, somewhere over here I was doing a very similar thing, except with chips and cogs, and I might split these guys over here, but otherwise do the same thing. Yeah, where is, do I not have a normal yellow splitter anyway? I was just looking at one of these things. Red, yellow. Okay, so we can do this. Yeah, I mean, it'll probably be fine. We won't need that much rubber port support. Okay. Bots turn up and put this stuff down so I can filter it. These are all the least important things. There we go. And then just like filter one of these on one side. And yeah, I probably won't need, I don't think I'm going to need more than one thing of cogs, but yeah, I'm pretty happily just filling that up with chips if I have the chips. It's going to be useful. So hopefully at this point these guys are actually still output blocked. Okay, I've got a solution for that as well, which consists of this kind of nonsense. Are all these guys, yeah, these guys are taking with red inserters, so that should be fine. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Okay, so we've got some way of putting, we've got a couple more ways of putting green chips in the network, even though they're a long way away. This stuff is all now kind of worthless because it's all just going in here, and then this buffer is unloading, and yeah, sure, whatever. Things we're going to walk away from. Okay, Spidertrons getting work done. Yeah, in the time I've been waffling in, what have I done in this project? I've got a new set of armor. I was going to put more batteries in it. It kind of doesn't matter. I don't think I care. I think this is just like that's what my armor's going to be. I've built 4 more Spidertrons, so that's nice. I was going to get rid of these guys. Just so... Can I pick this up? I kind of can. Yeah. You can all go in there, because those shiny rocks are things that will actually be kind of useful. The generic storage can have these 2 things, because why not? I'm not going to do anything with those for a while anyway. And then... where is... it's over here. Things that should not be difficult, but nevertheless are. Yeah, so these guys are waiting on RCUs. Rocket needs a lot of RCUs. I should be making a lot of RCUs. I'm not going to see any RCUs there, am I? That's never going to be a place where it's going to be helpful. Looking over here is, yeah, this is... and this, at this point, should probably be my sustained RCUs rate. Like, the number of RCUs turning up here probably is the thing I need to look at. And they're actually building up. And I'm... kind of blocked by rocket fuel, kind of also blocked by LDS, which is super interesting because other things needed LDS. Not worrying about that now. Still going to run over here, and yeah, because this is, yeah, the other thing I was thinking about is these chests, and that one, and that one, and that one, and I guess that one, and yeah, these ones are ones that use so many cogs to make these things that limiting it to the actual 40 stacks might actually be a big deal. These guys are bottlenecked on uranium. Oh yeah, that's right, because this whole thing needed more acid, didn't it? Can I? And the answer to this is yes, because there's actually no. The answer to this is still no, because this depends on getting more oil out of this thing. But that part of that is a yes. Like putting more acid here, not great because I don't have the gas for it. Putting more oil here, actually a thing I can do pretty easily. Let's break this, and then I can have, let's break this as well. Put all of this back. And then split this thing here. Like, I haven't actually thought about, like, is this the amount of oil that will actually fix my problem? Maybe, maybe not. Is it probably still going to be fine? Maybe, maybe not. Do I actually want a speed beacon or 2 in there? I don't want a speed 3 beacon. That's also speed 3 beacons. All these guys have speed 3 beacons. Like, I'm pretty sure you here do not need speed 3 beacons. You guys are pretty spoiled. Getting more than you deserve. Speed 2 beacon will be fine. Yeah, we're just gonna like lightly beacon some of this. I reckon that's gonna be a thing. Can I actually fit another 2 of these guys in here? And the answer is yes. That's a terrible place for both of those guys. They need to be, like, at least be offset so they're hitting 4 things each. Okay. How is... Splitter may as well go here then at this point. Then, yeah, sure. I should probably connect those, eh? That's probably a good plan. Yeah, so this is the normal oil. That's going to be getting us more of this stuff. This fuel line needs to wander over here or something. And there kind of isn't... Yeah, because I need to make sure this guy has enough oil. Also need to make sure that these guys at least run all the time, because they're currently not running all the time. They're also only problem with 3s. I could I could give them prod mod 3s instead of prod mod 2s. Let's see whether or not that. I want to see this tank back up first, and then we'll be able to be in a better position to make a decision about that. The other thing I wanted to do is, I reckon all of this can disappear. I don't think I need that at all. Yeah, because the thing I'm looking at is, where is the space concrete? Yeah, space concrete's here, but it needs more stuff, but also space furnaces, yes, but then also, and these guys are even worse off, yeah, the space refineries and the space boilers. Like, actually, let's go. I mean, we're kind of fast enough to check about this now, and I've got a feeling that those things. How do I get through here like this? Yeah, these things stack in such amounts that I actually need a lot more. Yeah, these things stack in 50s, and 20 space matter each, which means, yeah, I need 4 times as much. Both the boilers and the space matter furnaces stack in 50s, but the space matter boilers take 4 times as much space matter, which is going to be a real problem. These guys stack in smaller. Yeah, these guys stack in. Yeah, so these ones. Yeah, so the space matter refineries take like twice as much space matter per item, but stack, like a stack of them is a fifth of a stack of boilers, so they're actually going to be the things we need to worry about. What are you actually stuck on? Oh, you're stuck on coal, and I actually had a bunch of coal in my inventory. Okay. Rather than doing that, let's at least do something like this, and have this make space matter refineries, and reorganize all of this stuff. And then have, yeah, one of these guys here, and you can have this, and all this kind of faff. Wait, what? Why? Why were you having... Oh, is the other one full already? No, the other one wasn't full. Then I have no idea what your deal is. Okay. In that case, if I have more than, say, 50, it's going to be like 4,000, isn't it? No, it's going to be 2,000. Yeah, if this is more than 2,000, then just keep processing. And then I've also got this other random box of stuff, which I can also just reprocess. I didn't realize that I had a different chest where all this stuff was turning up. That's kind of a bit of a pain. Sure. Okay, so what else is in this random storage? A couple of coils that I don't care about, lots of barrels of oil, some boxes, whatever. Okay. Yeah, need to do another space matter build. This is all pretty fine. Those guys, yeah, need to do another space matter build. And I think that's going to be... I should take seed items as well. Can I request it? I've got one request chest. Okay, sure. Yeah, are you actually getting... You're in fact not getting the red chips you need. This is another box that should really be limited because it's a lot of stuff. And then also probably the Spidertrons as well. can do it with copy and paste, because that will work as well. Everything is flowing enough-ish. Yeah, so when we're putting these other things in, we've got more of these RCUs now. The pipes are in a different place. The way this output works is slightly different, but nothing's backing up, so it's fine. I might actually not be upgrading enough of these things, simply because I'm not getting the red chips out. Things to worry about later. First, yeah, let's go kick off a lot more. Am I short on stone now? Short on stone? That was not a thing I was expecting. But it's a thing I can solve. Don't need that there. Yeah. And it also looks like I'm overproducing this as well. Yeah. Okay, so got a belt of coal. Do I actually? I only need half a belt there, don't I? I could put it on a red belt. That's a decent call. I will need a bunch more trees, so let's put these things in, like here, I guess. Let's leave some expansion space, because I don't know exactly how much of the stuff I'm going to need. Sure, let's just go meh. Because I think the reason I'm doing this, I want to do this over here, is I've got oil here. I don't actually have a lot of oil there. No, I'm fine. I can probably pull more out of that. This is looking pretty full. It's probably completely fine. Yeah, sure. So I've got oil over here. I need steel from somewhere, and I was actually thinking about putting, after whining about this steel clogging up the mixed build, I was contemplating putting it all back for a different purpose, basically because I need a ton of steel for the silo as well. Did I take, oh yeah, this thing, give me a bunch of request chests, and then a stack each of things that I will need to kick off. Additional... Do we even have uranium in? Where am I going to get uranium from? I guess I'm using... Is this acid good? This acid is pretty good. Okay, so I can use that acid for uranium and this oil for oil. And then just have more builds of stuff here spitting these materials out, and then do another space science build over here. I guess is going to be something like the plan. Yeah, give me this back. Yeah, do I want to do a mixed belt thing like this? I think I probably do. I think I also probably want to do... I want to see if I can do a red belt's worth of stuff. And this is still yellow belt. Cool. That actually didn't need to be... Yeah, that didn't need to be red belt there at all, did it? We can actually downgrade all of that. This bit here probably needs to be red belt, because it needs to deal with the buffer issues of this stuff. How much of this do I want? I mean, yeah, I mean, we're quite deep in negligence phase at the moment. I don't think I need to worry about upgrading the inserters. I mean, I could also beacon some of that, but I'm also not going to. Okay, so I've got... So at this point I've got coal and wood. And I'm going for about twice as much as I had here. And I'm also still blocked on stone. Okay, sure. Still blocked by stone. Fine with that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... We'll do a stone... We'll do a stone furnace thing again for this. These are offset, aren't they? They don't actually have the same number of things on either side, which is a bit of a shame, but whatever. Are we going to make a... I think the main question is, how much of a mess are we going to make? Do I have... I've got a fuel line over there. Yeah, sure. So that we can put this, like, here, or something. Lots of landfill. I have a lot of landfill at the moment. I am kind of landfill rich. Is this going to be all of that I want? I don't think it is, isn't it? Because I previously said I want roughly double the amount of stuff. Have I actually left enough space? No, I would have to move it a little bit further. Unless I... Yeah, unless I just took... Okay, let's space these guys a little bit better. That's better. Then... Yeah, sure. We'll attempt to respect the road, but not really. We'll have this thing down here. We'll have more of this also doing stone, but this way. And it can just arrive on that belt as well. Do I need to... I probably do need to upgrade at least the bit where the exchanges are happening, because this is still, yeah, this is still put on first, take off seconds, or whatever. That's going to be fuel. Then I need... Do I want to do it? Do I want to beacon these things? I probably, given that I'm doing all these with speed 2s, yeah. We'll do this. We won't put modules in the chem plants. We will beacon it instead, because that's going to be a much better use of modules. But if I have... Yeah, this is what I want. Because this will also get significantly more modules on each of these guys. Then if this thing... Yeah, I'm going to need to change the... Yeah, sure. Okay. Are we nearly kind of... I mean, other than the fact that I haven't seeded any of these things yet. Do I even have uranium in the network? Not sure that I do. Apparently I don't have stone either, and I also don't have Roboport coverage. Cool. Good times, good planning. Continue the road, I guess. Other than the bits where I don't actually have all that done yet, but whatever. Okay, so I need to get those things. Then I need... Then I need iron and copper. And then the other annoying one is going to be oil barrels. Oil barrels could happen here? I think probably. Yeah. So if I've got, in fact, if I'm standardizing on this amount of stuff for stone, then I'm gonna need the same amount of that for iron and copper, right? I think that's gonna be how it works. And then this fuel line, which already does this, can also just supply fuel for both of these as well. That's going to be how we do that. Then, I mean, those could have been the same line. I think I'd like it more if these are the same line, even though it's going to be kind of gross. But we're actually going to do that slightly differently. You are in fact going to, not there, there, you are in fact going to share a belt. And then, where did this stuff go? Here. Yeah, we can do that there. Then we can also do here, do a similar thing. Except we want, okay, sure. Yeah, and then cool, the joy of copy and paste. Yeah, these guys are gonna need to be red belt. But then the amount kicking out the bottom of the stuff is gonna be less than that. This one wants to be, yeah. So these are going to be kind of the same pattern, kind of. So we're going to have, I mean, I may as well set up some of these now. So we've got iron and copper, we've got uranium. I didn't realize I had those in the network. Good time. Uranium and stone. All of those things be working except for the fact that the uranium needs a lot more acid. And that's going to be a road that we're going to pretend to care about. And then oil needs to come through somewhere as well. Am I just running another acid pipe the length of this thing? I think I might be. Where can I go through here? Can go through. I mean, do I worry about? I don't need to worry about putting beacons here at all, because beacons, like these guys are beaconed on this side, these guys are beaconed here. This kind of dead space isn't going to do anything, which means if for example I'm figuring out how to put acid through, say, here, not there, you know, we'll just run it down the entire build like so, and then yeah, almost like I planned it. I mean, I might also need more acid at this point. This might actually be a thing. How do we get it through here? This beacon does this. It does not. Am I fine with that? I think. Sure. When in doubt, make things worse. So yeah, now we get to see how much acid this stuff is going to output, because these guys are going to start blasting everything, and these guys are heavily speed moduled. Oh yeah, this was why mixing, like, these ones are fine because none of the buildings overlap and have the same stuff, but doing iron and copper on the same belt, actually a terrible idea. So we got to go revisit that as well. In the meantime, all of this is seeding nicely. Is it? Shouldn't you be doing stuff? You do not have the uranium. I thought I gave this side uranium. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, this is the problem, yeah. All of these guys are bad. Because the entire construction of, yeah, this thing... Yeah, so in fact, several of these parts are just bad. So it worked, like, this one is the one that we did that actually went well. This one, because of, yeah, stuff. Yeah, so this needs to be filtered, then those can join. These things need to put on the belt before they take off the belt, and that way they won't give away their internal buffers. So let's go fix that. And they also needed power poles. Interesting. If you drag build like that, it will just drop things over the top of ghosts. Inconvenient. So that bit of belt dragging is not quite a thing. Okay, so all of that's pretty bad. This wants to filter these guys on the other side, so that now... And this doesn't actually need to upgrade here, does it? But the red belt does need to be from here. Yeah, whatever, that'll be fine. Okay, so we've got a belt of stuff here. This actually, tragically, do we even have the storage space for this? All of this needs to stop, because these guys need to be on different belts. And then all of this needs to get moved over. Do I have some of the storage, internal storage space for this. Yep, okay. These guys, in a bit of a shame, as they need to be in different belts, are going to need to go here. Unless I put the oil. Except I don't need the oil there. This is like nearly the last of the resources that I need. Never mind, I guess. Okay, so this thing should fit in here pretty nicely. And I've still got 30 of these things on a person, which is not something I care about. But yeah, if all these ones, yeah, all these ones are also going to be a problem. So if we've got doing iron work over there, which means I need to get rid of all of these things so I can properly reseed these as copper things and clear everything else off the belt. Okay, those guys can go there, we can do this. And then we just have to worry about the steel problem, because I need a lot of steel to then be doing all of the Yeah, because this is like 6 of my inputs for space matter, isn't it? There's nothing else after that. Space matter is those basic 6 inputs and oil barrels. And oil barrels, we figured out. I think I'm going to put them over here. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll do something like this. Barrels, oil barrels. And then I need to get this stuff, which I think I'm happy making a mess over here. Sure. Is that? Yeah, that's fine. Where is? Oh, if I was one to the side, I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah, I can. No, it can't go there. It has to go back here, because then I can do that. This one here shouldn't connect to the pump, should it? As soon as this... This should work fine. Like, this pump should only take from here and should not be able to meet this one. Okay, so we've got the crude oil coming here, which is also from the overflow of this, which is fine. Which is... actually kind of struggling. But it is going to get pumped out the other side as well, but that's also fine. Then, where's my red belt? Yeah, so now these are all of the inputs and outputs I need, and I might just... Yeah, so I need the steel plan, but otherwise I think this space here is where we're going to be able to have another little space matter build that we might do next time. And the question of how we get all the steel for this, I think, is going to be a return of a thing that I kind of previously dealt with but haven't really, in that it's going to be... I think I'm just going to basically put back all of these things except here. Yeah, we'll come back and put some filters on that in a bit, but basically this LDS, first of all, I'm continuing the LDS apparently, but I kind of needed more than that anyway, I think. How is the silo doing? The silo is... Oh, I'm actually building a lot more of this than the silo is actually running. Oh no, I'm blocked on LDS. I've got a lot of rocket fuel, I've got a lot of RCUs, which is fantastic, which means that Spidertrons are probably hurting for LDS. Yeah, I haven't built any more of those, but nuclear rockets are kicking along kind of nicely because I've got all the RCUs I need, which probably means these guys are also, yeah, doing kind of okay, even though they need LDS as well. Okay, so first of all I need more LDS, so we're going to go back to this pattern everywhere, and this is going to kick out a lot more steel, which is going to be a thing, except what we're actually going to do is at this point filter out the steel, and then ignore the fact that we had a road there, and then this is the steel. Give me the blue chips. Give me these things. Yeah, this is how we're going to get the steel. That will let us build all of the crude oil. let's see us put a bunch of these things on belts. Yeah, so now we've got crude oil, we've got steel. We are going to need to buffer this as well, but that was also kind of the plan. I think that was the plan. Do I really want a steel buffer here? I kind of don't. I don't really mind, but I do also want a lot of steel buffered, because I have to have enough steel to build a lot of silos. So I think next time we're going to come back, we're going to build another space matter block there, because I need a lot of space matter, because I'm actually contemplating, because this one's kicking it along kind of well, but I'm contemplating like getting rid of this one and turning this one into another space concrete. But I don't know if I'm making space matter at a rate good enough to do that. It looks like I am. It looks like most of these, it looks like the top half of these would get, actually let's throw it down and check. If you're making space matter and you are making space concrete, you're spitting one out every 15 seconds, and you need a space matter every 10 seconds. So actually, that would actually be fairly well ratioed. If I had 3 of these on space matter, 2 of these on space concrete, this one disappears so that I've got space to do the requesting stuff, and then this entire thing would be fairly well ratioed for just spitting out space concrete, which then means the entire, this entire setup here will have to be the space matter thing, which is kind of what I'm anticipating, because hopefully I've got enough of this stuff. Is this actually going to be enough? Is this going to be enough barrels of oil? It might not be. I might need to be doing additional oil barreling, but I can also do additional oil barreling. And then, buffering steel for things, and so I think I'm happy that we progressed. How are the combat robots doing? Because I put a lot more of those together last time as well. Okay, so I've got green chips in storage again, which is great. I'm filling this chest with combat robots. And then these guys are short of red chips. That's interesting. And then this guy's probably also suffering. It's getting through it, kind of. Yeah, landmines are done. Sure, these barrels of stuff, whatever. How's the purple science? The purple science is, going. The blue science, I'm actually generating it faster than I'm using it. The blue chips I've got a decent surplus of, which is good, because I kind of needed them to be doing. Yeah, now I've got RCUs in here instead of. I've got a lot of RCUs in here instead of LDS. That's pretty funny. I'm gonna have to put some of the LDS processing back. Sure. I think in between. I'll go back around and put a lot of the stuff back in that I previously took out, and this will put more steel on. Actually, that's kind of the wrong place for it. That's going to go back into the main build. I need to find the ones that are further back up here. Like here is a place where steel needs to come out. And here is a place where steel needs to come out, and then all the steel will also end up down here. Yeah, sure. And next time we'll come back and we'll build some more space matter, and we'll look at building some refineries and stuff. And how long has it been? 1 day, 11 hours? Okay, so we're on about 35.5 hours, and we're getting through stacks of stuff. Let's while we are looking at things, waiting for the last mining productivity tech to finish, which I think is actually the last tech I need in this entire run. Let's look at. These guys are not really going. What are they? These guys need red chips, which I don't have yet. So short of red chips. Power armor is pretty good, but needs electric engines, which is a thing. These guys also need electric engines, so electric engines are a thing. Red chips are a thing. That's going pretty nicely. Yeah, things are mostly ticking over. Electric engines are, still processing as much as they can. This is a long pause. Why is this such a long pause? Okay, sure. Do whatever you're going to do. Yeah, so I think we're done with research now. I don't think we actually need any more research. We've got all the research we needed to say we have done a lot of research in this world. Why do we have batteries on both sides of that belt? Doesn't matter. I don't really think it matters. These guys are going. Laser turret's also kind of going. This guy not getting the LDS he needs. Batteries should be... Okay, so I'm still not actually putting batteries in storage because the accumulators are taking them all. Sure, whatever. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, good. We'll come back, we'll build some more space matter. We'll just continue building more things.